think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
Hope you all enjoyed your Christmas, man. It's Jack back again with a brand new build. It's what I like to call the Rogue Hunting Predator Smart build. Now I realized something when testing and optimizing this build, man. Nothing can compete with alphabridge in the damage department, except maybe Banshee, you know? But yeah, I didn't waste much time even trying to have super high DPS stats. I focused entirely on getting my toughness up and focusing on beating my enemies with sheer endurance and outlasting them in combat, making them waste first aid heals and medkits to get rid of the bleeding and so on. Now I have two versions of this build I want to share today in this single video, the tanky and damage dealer setup respectively. Starting with the tank, it does not have enough firearms to utilize my top two talents, but you better believe the utility of the bleeding Predator's Mark grants and my total health makes up for it. So my build stands currently at 330,000 toughness, which grants me / is the equivalent of 250,000 health, 52% armor mitigation and 9% exotic damage resilience. Armor could be improved a teensy bit, but my health and exotic dam resilience definitely makes up for it. But the true groundwork of this build revolves around the weapons I use, my FAMAS and lightweight M4. I use the FAMAS mainly for its nasty rate of fire to ensure I'm smacking and tagging dudes with the Pred Mark at all times. You know, like non-stop, always ensuring I'm up in their face, because I'm talking like within 10 meters. Because outside of that range, the FAMAS is practically impossible to control. I don't know if the same could be said on PC, but you guys can tell me down in the comments below. But that's why I have my secondary as a lightweight M4 with destructive, prepared, and competent. I stacked major, and I mean major stability mods all over it for one reason: to ensure I hit all my shots in those pesky rogues that try to run away / those manhunts that want to run off their timers and not fight anymore. That's why I call it the Rogue Hunting build after all, you know? My lightweight is a freaking laser beam, so I definitely get those runners bleeding, which gives me, and the rest of the server, if they happen to be around, a chance to catch up to the rogues / manhunts. Now when I am in their faces, my FAMAS puts in work and continues the bleed stream, as I like to call it. Stack that with the fact that I'm using Shrapnel Talent, which grants a 30% chance to apply bleeding to each target within a 10-meter radius, and we're looking at this being the ultimate nuisance build in the Dark Zone right now. It can compete with Firecrest in that, regards. And let's not even talk about how annoying I become when I decide to run Secret Mines all over the concealed post, Moving into the DPS version. The only thing I switch out is my mask and boom. I have enough firearms to unlock my weapon talents and my DPS takes a massive leap. Yes, reload speed plays a part in this increase, but you want reload speed on a Pred build. Getting your opponents to bleed is the lifeblood of the build, so you always want to be shooting and minimizing how long you're taken out of combat by having to reload, for example. What switching to the DPS version does is that it makes my secondary, the M4, a serious pain in the ass for rogues trying to run away thanks to two things: competent and prepared. Pop my pulse and competent grants me a 10% damage increase, but not only that, if the runners are more than 30 meters away, prepared also kicks in and increases my damage by 15% as well. With this damage increase, plus my M4 being a laser beam, plus them now bleeding, rogues either have to stop to fight me or roll around praying to God they can break the line of sight, because the damage I dish out with this combination cannot be ignored for long. Now, all my gears rolled to the predictable stuff you guys should be expecting by now: armor and exotic resilience on my chest and mask, with the mask unfortunately lacking armor damage, but no big for me since I do have a mask with enemy armor damage, but it's rolled to firearms and I don't want that right now with the tank build. Could also get some better knees since mine lack enemy armor damage as well. Holster and backpack with armor, bag, moving heavy with specialized as its talent, and my trusty savage gloves equipped as well. FAMAS modded with headshot damage, optimal range and crit chance on the muzzle, reload speed, range and stability on the underbarrel. You want that reload speed here to ensure you can reload mass fast and get straight back to stacking those bleeds on your enemies. Magazine size with crit chance and rate of fire and headshot damage, crit damage, and crit chance on the scope. M4 rocks the same mods, except we have stability mods on my underbarrel and muzzle, so I get that laser beam effect I spoke about. Now let me run through my stats, and that pretty much be it. Yeah, man. So this is my rogue hunting primed and ready build for combat, utilizing Predator's Mark. Will make us. I will, optimize the build where it allows me to. I can get higher armor rolls, which might put me around the 53-54% armor mitigation range. Stumbling my words, excuse me for that. And yeah, the build is pretty much finished up. I don't think there's anything else I could improve other than that. But yeah, the next build I'm going to be doing is my Firecrest build. Expect that out by Thursday, and that pretty much be it. Anyway, this is me and boy JK. Peace out, and of course enjoy your day. Yeah, man.